Hey guys, it's W Cloud coming at you with old deck, new variant. I've been consistently talking with this deck ever since I got it. Hopefully, this video actually uploads. I've been going for about a half hour. So, here's to hoping. We're going to do main, monsters, spells, traps, then extra, then side. Pretty much the same as I always do. Alright, like I said, main spells, main monsters, spells, traps. One Mermail Abyss lead because he solves the one problem that this deck has, and its attack points, because none of the monsters really have that high. The highest I have in here is Gores, and I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me. I need one more, and plus he's a level 7, so it makes it seizing into, if I had one, a Big Eye, fairly easy. I'm using another rank 7 in place of Big Eye, and it's just fun right now. It's not meant to be really competitive. I'm gonna try and get a Big Eye this week. Two Mermail Abyss Megalo, one Mermail Abyss Steus, one Mullen Glacier, two Lindy, because I have three Lindy, but I only have two Sphere, and I tried it at one of my tournaments, and that was actually the lowest I had ever got with this deck. It was pretty saddening. I went 2 and 2 and got in the top 8, and like I said, that was the lowest I've ever got with this deck. So I took it out and went back to 2 Lindy and 2 Sphere, and it went back to topping. Like, I don't know if I said it in this video, but I got top 4 out of 32 at a local, so I thought it was okay. And the problem I had, I lost to Reaper Turbo round 3, and then again in top 4 because I didn't get Abyss lead until after tournament started, and that was my big problem. So it was rather annoying, but I got that problem solver. 3 Abyss Undine, 3 Gen X Controller, 2 Deep Sea Diva, 2 Abyss Spike, 3 Atlantean Dragoons. What the fun thing is about the Dragoons and the other Atlanteans that have effects when they're sent to the graveyard due to a water monster effect is that once they are sent to said graveyard using said water monster's effect, they get their effects. The real fun thing is, it's the same thing with Ixies. So if you send a Dragoons to the graveyard with Abyss Dweller or Bahamut Shark, it works. Or for shits and giggles, if you run it, I don't, but some people might. A Shark Drake, you know. So yeah, moving on. 2 Heavy Infantry, and 2 Atlantean Marksmen. 1 Mermail Abyss Dine. Sole fact, you can search her with Spike and Atlantean Abyss Steus, and odds are, by the time you use her, you've already got a Lindy in the graveyard. Or you can pitch Lindy with Spike and or Abyss Steus, and then add her and then special summon that Lindy anyway. And it would resolve, so if they activated Torrential, that Torrential happens, or, no. She resolves, special summoning the Lindy, Torrential happens, Lindy's effect goes off, special summon Lead, Megalo, or Tias. What is Tias? I don't really like saying Tias. Tias. 1 Gores for hand traps. I have 3. 1 Gores. 2 Tragodia. Except for the monsters. Moving on to the spells. 2 Salvage. 1 Moray of Greed. Let's get this up back here. 1 Pot of Avarice. One Allure of Darkness, because you can turn your Abyss Undine into a really nice plus play, because you Undine, you pitch dragons to the grave, you add a Sea Serpent of your choice, and a Gen X controller. You're thinking, oh man, now I got this dead Gen X controller in my hand. Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish the controller, 3 plussing. One Monster Reborn, one Dark Hole, one Heavy. I had this at 3 in previous videos, but I milled it down to 2. 2 MST, because I will not let myself run more than a 42 card deck. I just won't, because it slows down the overall consistency, and it's just so annoying when you can't draw the cards you need. And so 42 is still fairly consistent, and 2 MST is fairly nice. I mean, 3 is a whole lot awesome, but 2 is fairly okay with me. 100 traps, like I said, 2 Abyss Sphere, and 2 Mirror Force. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to side, well, extra first, and then side. 1 Mistworm, because level 9s are actually fairly easy in this deck, and this card has actually saved me against prophecies in the past, so I will never take this card out for the sole fact that I think it is that much more awesome. 1 Stardust. People say Stardust is out of date. I do not, because of all the heavy destruction. Seriously, Tarantulas at 2, Mirror Forces at 2. It's not outdated, guys. There's no way it's outdated. Synchroing is a little bit outdated, but not Stardust. 1 Gunner, or Gungir, however you want to say it. I call it Gunner, because it sounds cool. 1 Dulorn. 1 Tech Genius Hyper Librarian, because I do run a little bit of the Synchro engine, and sometimes I will Synchro with a Gen X controller if given the chance, because it's fairly easy to make a level 7 out of a Spike and or Dragoon and a controller. It's fairly easy. 1 Ally of Justice Catuster, and 1 Armorion. Alright, this is the rank 7 that's in place of number 11 Big Eye until I get it. Mostly because I got it before a tournament. In said tournament, I actually got it out, taking a massive minus on myself, because I used 2 Megalos and a Gunner to Xyz it. But the funniest thing was, I got its effect all 3 times in that turn. So, I sent all the other cards from the field to the graveyard, Monster Reborn, and then drew 3 and sent 2, which was freaking epic. So, I'm sorry, you guys can say it's bad. The one time I got it off so far, it's worked, so I don't really care. Like I said, right now it's just filler. 1 Mermail Atlantean. Supposedly, according to a friend, he is really good against Fire Fists, which are going to be really popular coming up here. And, I mean, I could see the Fire Fist thing being okay, but I really don't understand how he can be very good, so I'm probably going to ask him and then post a comment with how later on, probably tomorrow. So, 1 Mermail Atlantean. 1 Abyss Dweller, because Mirror Match, it's epic, and Dark World's epic, because I literally had a guy scoop against me when I went into this against Dark Worlds. It was quite freaking hilarious to me, because I hate said guy's guts, and because just that one person everyone hates because they're such a douche. But, yeah. 1 Bahamut Shark. The next 2 Xyzs are used off of his effect. His effect is detach 1 Xyz material, special summon a rank 3 Xyz monster from your extra deck, and this card cannot attack the turn its effect is used. But honestly, I plus with it anyway because it's fairly possible to plus off this with the Cosmo Blazer that came out. So we're gonna move on past Bahamut Shark to my favorite plus off him, Mermail Abyss Strike. She is a 2800 Monster Reborn defense, 2800 defense Monster Reborn, and well, Monster Reborn for mermails, because when this card is just, it says it does not require materials for this effect to go off. I've checked and double checked. When this card is destroyed, it's into the graveyard. Special summon one mermail from your graveyard. So it's pretty pro. So by the time they get over it, you're going to have either a Megalo or a lead or a Lindy that can get out said Megalo or said lead and just plus off it anyway because it's epic like that. Submersible Carrier Shark, just because it's a free 1900 beater. I mean, it's not bad right now. Because, like I said, Fire Fists, outside their spell and traps, their power really isn't there. So, one Leviathan Dragon. And last but not least, one Daigusto Phoenix. Sorry, I got a pet parrot. I don't know if he's ever been in any of my other videos, but still. Side deck. Mirror Match. I side in Mirror Match or Dark Worlds. I side in Skullmeister because during either player's turn, I can discard this card from my hand and negate an effect in the graveyard, an activation effect that happens in the graveyard. So, I mean, the only thing it doesn't really help is because Rafa's special summon himself back is not an activation. It is a cost or a summoning condition. I don't really get that, but because you think it would activate in the graveyard and then happen, but I guess not. But it's a bunch of whatever. It's still a really nice card to tech in. 2 Penguin Soldier. Yes, because OG and awesome. Because siding into this against Mirror Match, even, and them attacking into said soldier is just funny, because the look on people's face is when this happens is like, why? It's such a bad card. And I'm like, oh really? 2 monsters on your side of the field that have not attacked yet are now back in your hand. I'll say checkmate on bad idea. Yeah, otherwise you can discard them to special summon your Megalo or your Abysstius, or if you're insane, your Abyss Lead. So yeah, 2 Penguin Soldier. 2 Maxi Supers, aka the Tins, the really broke Tins. 2 Imperial Iron Wall, because that's another problem this deck runs into, is removing stuff from play, and I'll admit, it's annoying sometimes, so I have to slide into this. Or if you run into Chaos Dragons, you just slide into this and be like, remove. 2 Royal Decree, because just in case I do run into a trap-heavy deck, I'm going to side these in, because I don't like my Megalo getting banished, or my Lindy getting banished. It's just not fun. I can't plus off that. And if it's not profitable, I don't want to do it. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for Dark Worlds, and if you see them, Gravekeepers, or even just Prophecy Reaper Turbo. That was the deck I lost to. I lost round 3 in that at my locals yesterday, and then in top 4 I lost to it again. Mostly because game 1 I made a massive misplay, and it cost me the duel because I could have FTK'd when I only did 7,500 damage in one shot, and I kicked myself about it. I relaxed, I got top 4, I proved dominance again, I was happy. 1 Gozen Match. I can't side 2, even if I would like to, because Prophecies are multi-attributed. Dino Rabbit you can side this against. What when they happen, I don't really think they'll be really popular. Blackwing, harpies. That's actually about it. Just two really friggin' hard decks for me to beat, which is insane how often that works to my advantage. And last but not least, two closed forests. These, like I said, are for gravekeepers. You can side them for Dark Worlds, it works. You side them for you can side them definitely for prophecies because the tower is just broken. And it doesn't destroy it by card effect, it destroys it by game mechanics, so it wouldn't get its effects to do stupid crap. And, yeah. So, let me just adjust this right here. I actually made it really far into the video. It's getting fairly late for me, so I got stuff I gotta do in the morning. But, so that's the deck. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video actually. I'm going to a regional September, February 16th, and if you see me there, it's Kansas City. If you see me there, give me a shout out. Say, hey, I caught you. I've seen your videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for your time.